Hi guys, so today I'm going to review Summer of 84. Now, this is a movie that is a Shudder original, or exclusive, but same thing. But it was made by Shudder, and it is about this kid that thinks that his neighbor is a serial killer because there's missing kids and murders going on. And he thinks that his neighbor is the killer. So basically, him and his friends go out and investigate to see if he's actually the killer. And they kind of try to play it as like a mystery movie. It's not much of a mystery. I'll explain that in just a little bit. But they try and play it somewhat like that. So that's the plot of the movie, and it's of course set in summer of 1980. Yeah, 1984. Now, what are my thoughts on the movie? So I think this movie is great. Like, I love this. Um, it's not gory or really intense, and it doesn't need to be. Like, it doesn't really need to be gory or intense or crazy to be great. I've seen movies that are very, like, slow, or movies that don't really have any gore at all, and I love them. So that doesn't matter. But I really, really liked the story to this movie. I thought it was interesting, and I was engaged the entire time for the whole hour and 45 minutes this movie goes on for. I was engaged for the entire runtime. Um, and I also thought the acting from everybody was great. The acting from the main kids, the acting from the side characters, all of them are fantastic. The acting is all great. And I also just really enjoyed the main characters. They felt super 80s. Um, they felt like characters that you would see in, It or Stand By Me. And I love those characters from those movies, and I love the characters in this movie. Um, and I think this is a great movie that, even though it's not gory and it's not like, intense or super fast paced, the story is engaging and it really keeps you there till the end, and it is really entertaining. The characters are great, the story is great, the acting is wonderful. And overall, it is just a great movie. If you're a fan of 80s throwbacks or just 80s horror in general, um, then you're gonna really enjoy this movie. Obviously, when I say 80s horror, I'm not saying, I'm not saying you're gonna get something like, a Friday the 13th or a Halloween, because it's not really anything like that. But if you like the style and the 80s nostalgia, then I think you're gonna love this movie, just like I do. Um, the only somewhat complaint I have is, um, I don't know if this would really consider as a spoiler. This movie has been around for like four years at this point. So if you haven't watched it already, go watch it. Some people, I know there's some people out there like, oh, this is spoilers to me. So whatever. I'm just saying I highly recommend this movie. It's on Shudder as an original, so go watch it. Um, but they don't really make it too much of a mystery, because even though that is kind of what it's going for, trying to be a mystery, it doesn't really play out like that, because I mean, I guess it does. There's times where you're like, oh, okay, and oh, that's different, but really the what happens is kind of what you would expect. So it does get a bit predictable, but overall it is a great movie, and I highly recommend watching it. It's on Shudder. Go watch it. If you don't have Shudder, you have to get it. It's fucking amazing if you love horror movies like I do. But anyway, that is my review of Summer of 84. Um, Leave a comment of what you think of this movie, and subscribe to my channel to see more horror and thriller reviews.